class number 3. Today's going to be a fun class. We're going to be talking about enhancing photos. So you don't have to pay your photographer $25, $30 to do a virtual staging of your property. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen and we'll get going.
But what happened? I guess I don't need to see it. You can go back.
And everybody see my screen?
Check this one. Click.
Yes.
As Gemini? Okay. So what we want to do today is hopefully you already have a photo of a vacant room on your computer that you can bring in, a home that has, or a room that has either old-fashioned furniture or cluttered furniture that you can clean up, and then one of the front of the house. So we can enhance that for a more of a early evening type shot. So on your handout down there on part 2, virtual staging master prompt, go ahead and go to that prompt. Let me see if I can find it here. That's that one.
So
let me see. Okay. What you want to do and
back
on
to
your prompt is this is going to be a new chat. So it's going to be like this. Here at the add file or in your prompt area right in the middle of your screen, you should see a little plus sign.
They can't move.
You see where my mouse is going around? You click on the plus sign and you just hit upload files, and you want to upload where that photo is. So is everybody following me? You hit the plus sign, and then you hit the upload file, and this is where you want to go to where you have that photo stored on your computer, probably in your downloads or something like that. Then once you get that photograph, let me see if I can get the right one here. You should see it up on top of your thing, of your prompt. And then you just want to start adding that prompt that we have in there, where it says, I have uploaded a high resolution photo. And start putting in, if it's in a living room or kitchen or whatever it might be, virtually stage this room to look like, and this is how you want it to look like. A coastal style is coastal, whatever it might be that you are looking for. And just keep on filling in that prompt. And when you get done, you'll see a prompt that says something like show thinking nano banana pro, and this will be what your picture will look like after it's done. Like I said, this class will be fairly quick. It all depends on how fast you can type that prompt in. But this will show you how you can go ahead and virtually stage a home. If when you're done and your furniture doesn't seem like it fits properly in that room, it might be oversized or undersized, go ahead and at the prompt below that photograph, just might put in there, said, please Of course, you don't have to say, please don't be polite to Gemini, but it's always nice maybe to be polite. Put down a prompt, basically saying the room size, the size of this room is X amount of feet wide plus X amount of feet long. And it will go ahead and resize that furniture for that size of the room.
It worked, but it looks slightly like a different color on the wall.
You can say, do not adjust. Again, these are prompts that you keep on going and enhancing this photograph. You can say, do not change the colors of the wall of the original photo.
Okay.
And it'll go ahead and put it back to that original photo. If you think maybe just the table might be too small or something like that, you can just say, like on the one that I have up there right now, I could say, make the coffee table larger. And it will make that coffee table larger than if it wanted to. See, like on this one, I did say make coffee table larger and it made it larger. And then once you have the photo that you want, all you do is click on these three little buttons right below the three little dots right below the photograph and export it to docs. And it will go ahead and export it to docs. You can go in here and hit the edit the image and that will put it where you can crop it and remove other information from there on an Adobe, I think it is. But that is how you do this. You can download the photograph. If you hover over the photograph on the top right, you'll see where it says download the full size. Or here you can just go to the left of that, you'll see copy the image on the top right of the photograph. So you can either download the full size or you can just copy that image. And with doing this, you just saved yourself $25 for virtually staging a room. That's usually what photographers cost you or charge you. Now, when you do virtually staging, what do you have to do in the MLS? You have to do basically two things. Well, it depends on the MLS. What you should be doing is on every MLS is you have to, in the remarks or the comments of that photograph, or if you can put a watermark on the photograph, you have to put down virtually staged. That's a must. I know in store, if you don't do that, it's a automatic $500 fine. What you should also do in your MLS is put a picture of the room without the furniture in it, and then the next photograph in line would be the staged photograph. That way you'll stay compliant in every MLS if you do it that way. Do we have any questions on that? Does it seem to work?
How do you put the watermark on it?
We can't put watermarks on it here,
Okay.
but on in most MLS, all MLSs, you can put a remarks like underneath each photograph when you upload it in the MLS. There's an area to put a remarks or comments, and in that little space, you want to put down virtually staged. Okay.
Gotcha.
So we're good with that one. Now, our next one we want to do is we want to, let me see which one this is. We want to, can't find the right photo, right one. We want to go ahead and upload a photograph that has old-fashioned furniture in it, or if it's cluttered or something like that. And you would go then to your next prompt on your handouts, which is the object removal or decluttering. So on the photograph that I have, it has some really 1980s furniture in it. So again, all you do is go to your prompt, hit that plus button to upload the file. And the file is the photograph that you want to change. And all I did on this one is I said in the uploaded photo, replace the existing furniture with a more farmhouse feel, replace the carpet and put down luxury vinyl plank. Also enhance the exterior window and French door to look like a golden hour sunset. So I wanted to remove the carpeting in this one. I wanted to change out the furniture so it looks, and then I want to make the lights that are coming in through the window and the French doors that are over there on the top right of the photograph look like a golden hour sunset. And then this was the results that I got on that for that photograph. The
So
furniture-
this,
Go ahead.
would this kind of be like false advertising though for making major changes, like with the carpet or whatever?
You're not changing, you cannot hide any material defects of the property. You cannot hide, like on an exterior photo, you cannot hide if there's like high tension lines running on the back side of it. You can't change that. You can't change any major repairs. Like if there's a hole in the wall, you can't make it fix the hole in the wall. You have to do that. But all we're doing right now is enhancing the furniture and what it could like. Again, you have to put this as virtually staged or virtually enhanced. So when people come in, they can say, oh, this has carpeting in, but the picture had that. I said, yes, that's just an idea of what the room could look like if it had luxury vinyl plank in it instead of the carpeting. So as long as you have that in either virtually staged or virtually enhanced in those comments, you're okay. You just can't change any major defects of the room or the outside of it.
Can you remove drapes?
Yes, you can say remove the drapes on the window, and if you know which window it is, let it know what window it is. Like if there's multiple windows, you can have it remove the drapes. And if you get stuck on what terms to use or anything like that, in your handout we do have the visual style cheat sheet where it has, like the modern coastal, what that's for, best for waterfront canal homes, your modern farmhouse, suburban families, luxury high-end real estate, and transitional, which is traditional suburbs. And then it says what to tell Gemini, for like the modern coastal, it recommends or suggests light oak wood, white linens, and navy accents is what you would want to try to go for. And for the farmhouse, the reclaimed wood, black metal, and cozy rugs, if you're going for that type of thing. So it just tells you different things that just recommends what you want to do with it. Okay? Everybody has that down pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. And your next one now that we want to do is we want to upload the front of the house. That's what this is right here. As you can see, it's a nice home and everything. It could use some enhancing. So what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to make this more of a sunset type thing. So I just put in here, enhance this exterior photo of the front of the house, change the sky to a beautiful golden hour sunset, turn the interior and exterior lights on so they glow warmly, and make the lawn look lush and perfectly green. And this is what the photograph looks like now. So I know that a lot of the photographers, they'll go ahead and charge you about $25 to do this, or they might even add another $50 or $100 to come out at nighttime and actually do a photograph at nighttime, where here you can do it for free. And again, you have to, in the MLS, you have to put down that this is virtually staged. So you're not telling anybody that this is the way the house actually looks. This is virtual or virtually enhanced. But you see what Gemini does with the Pro. It turned the lights on, so it looks like it's nighttime. Turned the outside carriage lights on. It greened up the grass, and it has that nice sunset in the background. Now, question for you: if you market this property, do you think you can maybe get a little bit higher price than if you market it this way?
Of course.
See, that's how you can use AI to your benefit. I think people would be more attracted to looking at a house like when it looks like this at nighttime, even though it's virtually staged. They know that this could be the potential of what it would look like if the sky's like this, versus what this would look like.
I think you're better off to do virtually enhanced versus virtually staged.
Yeah, this is the staging is when you are adding furniture or things like that, or if you're changing out furniture in the room, or if you're uncluttering a room, I would be using enhanced versus staged. And anything on the outside, I would be using enhanced also.
Can you tell us again how we would save that? Or where do we go to save the image?
Or you'll just hover over your picture on the top right of your photograph. If
Mhm.
there's a down where you download the full size,
Okay.
or if you just want to copy this image and paste it into something right now, you can do that. Or if you want to save this as a document, it's down here on the bottom left under where the three dots are, just click on that, and here you can export it to docs. You can draft it in Gemini. Or in your drafted in Gmail, I mean. Now you notice that all these enhanced photographs will have the Gemini logo down here on the bottom right. That's another way that people can go ahead and see if it's enhanced or not. And this is how you can get caught with a fine if you don't put down virtually enhanced, virtually staged. If the MLS looks at this and sees this, they know it's enhanced by AI. It has like, it's almost like the Gemini's little logo down here on the bottom right. So, two things to remember on this class. One is you have to go ahead and make sure that you put down that it's virtually staged or virtually enhanced in the MLSs. I would also do that in any write-up that you have also. Two, also in the MLS, you should always have this follow the actual photograph. So in the MLS, I would have this as my first picture, and I would have this as my second picture. And I would have underneath this picture in the comments, virtually enhanced. So any questions? You can see a little bit of difference between this photograph, if you really look at it, this photograph and this photograph, the second one I did. And the only thing I did here is that I said, use the new image and create a photorealistic 4K image that looks like it was professionally photographed. And if you open this up, if I would, if you would see the download of it, you could actually see the details of the garage door. The lights are a little bit brighter and everything if you blow it up and everything like that. So you can enhance it a little bit more than what the regular does if you just put something like this in another prompt. Okay. Again, you can do whatever you really want to with these photographs or with any prompt with the Gemini. Just with the photos, you got to be careful that you have to put down it was virtually staged in the MLS or virtually enhanced, and it should follow the original photograph to stay totally legal within the MLS. So any questions whatsoever?
That's awesome, I must say. I like that feature.
Yes, I mean, you can save yourself a lot of money because I know these photographers, professional photographers, this is what they're doing. They're loading it up on their software program that they have. And it could be Gemini, and they're just asking it the prompt just like what we did, and they're charging you $25 to $40, $50 for these things. So that is the class for today. I'm going to stop sharing. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns on any of this?
No?
No? Amelia Group, anything up there?
Unfortunately, I was signed out. I don't know why. I was doing some things before class, but I got signed out and can't remember the password. But all this is good. I actually did a video using a lot of this stuff.
Okay, good.
So I was able to like use lights, used a sunset photo
Right.
of a house. So it worked out
Yeah,
great.
that will work out great for your homes up there, the high-end ones.
Yeah. Yeah. If only I can remember my password. I don't know what I do with it, but
You'll get
it
it.
happens. Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. So that's all for the class today. Next week, we're going to talk about writing information or doing your write-ups for your listings. I know that Schmidt Intelligence provides you with a bunch of write-ups for it for when you have open houses and everything like that. But you never know when you want something different, and they're just more generic. So we're going to be making ours more key to the people that you basically market to. So if you're marketing up to, say, New York or something like that, you want to put that New York twang, or not the twang, with that New York slang into your marketing and things like that. So so that's what we're going to be doing next week. What we need for next week, you need, of course, your Gemini. This could be the free or the advanced one. Access to the SEO keyword cheat sheet. I'll be sending that out to everybody probably this week yet. And then the data needed, what you need is the property spaces. You need the bedrooms, the baths, the square feet, the year built. Then you would need like the big three, which would be 3 specific features that makes the house unique, i.e. like a summer kitchen or a direct canal access, new roof or something like that. And then if there's a neighborhood perk, if there's a playground or whatever it might be around there for a neighborhood perk, you need something like that for next week's also. We'll be using all that information to create the really great write-ups that you can use for any of your marketing for these properties. So it sounds good to everybody?
Yep.
So, okay, well, I'm going to sign off and this recording, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 2:00 again. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.